Let me introduce y'all to this YouTube family, showing us the way to get out of debt gradually. My man Josh, he's the king of the household. Wife Christine putting debt in the chokehold. And the kids, they are Grace and Zoe, all four together living life so holy. That Kickin Sunday, daily vlogging, Dave Ramsey plan gonna have us live large, and every day we'll see part of their lifestyle, how they budget and they keep things wrote down. See them work through the envelope system, credit card goes and the money goes with them. You will see how the family strives, cutting debt like a knife and still have a life, They vlog show us how to have fun. When you hear this song, let me hear you say debt is done. Debt is done, debt is done, debt is done. Let me hear you say it louder. Debt is done.
What's up?
Welcome to Kickin Sunday. We're back after a whole month.
And for you that pay attention, I changed my shirt for you.
God, you got some hate mail on the type of shirt you kept wearing. So, anyway. We had fun with your questions. They ran a whole month long. We loved them. That was a lot of questions. There was a lot of editing and uploading and organizing and confusing to wade through. So that's why it took a month. But we missed you guys. We're happy to be back. And today is a great, great topic. We are basing today's topic on a question that we received. And it's from a young lady. In my early 20s, what do you wish you would have known money-wise then? And any advice on how to start saving early on and for what? Isn't that a good question, you guys? Like, what would you tell your 20-year-old self?
Ooh, stay away from fried chicken.
And men.
Really?
They're just a distraction. Fried chicken, stay away from fried chicken and men. We're done.
That was a short video.
Okay, so we did a lot of our stupid tax, right, in our 20s?
Our early 20s to mid 20s was a lot of stupid tax. That was a lot of our debt. That was all of our debt.
All of our 20s was stupid tax because we're paying for it in our 30s.
Yeah. So what would I suggest? I would suggest that if you don't have any debt now, congratulations and great. My suggestion would be to save for everything. Like, you know, if you're not married, you plan on getting married someday, save for a marriage or save for a wedding. How
about we just like work your butt off and sock your money away?
Yeah.
That way when weddings come and houses come, that you can pay cash for everything.
Vacations come, all that stuff, you can pay cash.
So how do you do that, you might ask? Well, treat yourself to Financial Peace University. Even though you've got a great start, because you're already
Could always be better.
Could always be better, and you'll learn about retirement and health insurance and life insurance and college planning and retirement.
Yeah, because if you could start just a skosh, just a sliver right now towards retirement, you'll be a millionaire.
So basically, while you have no responsibility right now, I'm assuming you don't have children, you're not married, I'm just assuming, maybe you are, work your tail end off. And, you know, 1 job, 2 jobs is great. And if you have college debt, get that paid off. Just get all your debts paid off. Rent, right?
Yes.
We bought a house at 20.
Yeah.
Do not buy a house at 20.
No.
Was not cool. Rent as long as you can for as little as you can. So you want to be making a ton of money, and you want your rent to be very, 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 very little.
You just want to get your snowball going, your financial snowball, and it's hard to get going in the beginning. But if you're in a position I think you're in, it'll be much easier to do. It's much easier to do when you're not in the negative so far.
Yeah, and like even get a roommate. That's really cheap because if you're working 2 jobs, you're never home anyway. Might as well have a roommate. You're just there to sleep. Gosh, things that we just would have done. We were married at 18, and I don't regret getting married, obviously. The marriage wasn't what messed us up. It was our decisions that messed us up. But stay out of credit card debt. I mean, all of the basic stuff. But just work your tail end off, sock your money away.
And pay cash for everything that you can pay cash for.
Decide.
And if you don't have the cash, don't buy it. Because we didn't have the cash and we bought everything, and that's where it went south very quickly.
Yeah, it's amazing to look back and see how much just Okay, young people out there, do not get the mentality that you deserve it. Like we're all
young.
We're all sucking the same wind.
Yeah.
We all don't deserve stuff. None of us deserve it. Whatever that it is. You don't deserve it.
But if you're young enough and you understand money and you understand how it can work for you and not against you, and if you're that young and you can figure that out, you're financially set for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Go on to Dave Ramsey's website, www.daveramsey.com. He has calculators on there. You can put in, if you set aside so much money a month, how much it would be when you retire.
Well, he says if you're 20, in his latest class, if you take his latest class, his example is if you're 20 years old, you save from 20 to 65 and you just do $100 a month. That's it. $100 a month, you'll have like $1.4 million at retirement. That's if you just, that's $100. That's like coffee for some people. And that's it.
And the younger you are that you start that,
the easier and the bigger that number gets.
And you don't even miss it because you've always done it that way.
$100 when I was 20 would have been very easily, could have done that very easily. I just didn't know that that's what I should have been doing.
And don't push retirement off. It's very important. Like it's going to happen. And your generation is not going to have Social Security and things that, just like our generation isn't going to have it either. So you've got to take matters into your own hands and plan for it. And don't think that you'll get around to it whenever you do, because you won't. And time is on your side right now, right? All of those out there, I know that you're saying, yes, you have time, do it, do it, invest, or just really, so if you're working really hard and you've got a ton of money coming in and no debt or any debt.
Save it.
Well, I was going to say take Financial Peace University, because that will guide you and direct you into what areas, where you should be putting your money and how to keep your money safe and to make the right investments and to get insurances and things like that. So definitely when you're at that, just take Financial Peace. It will be your guide. Let it be your guide.
You still need to have fun, though. I mean, we're not saying be boring and stay in your house the whole time. Have fun, but just pay cash for everything.
Right.
Don't just decide tomorrow I'm going to go to Mexico for a week.
Yeah.
You know, you can go to Mexico for a week if you can pay cash for it, or, you know, Hawaii, or wherever. But if you can pay cash for it, the trip won't follow you home.
It won't. That's so Dave Ramsey-ish. And then, don't fall into young people out there, anybody, especially young people, because you're so highly targeted. Do not fall into the 12 months same as cash or 24 months same as cash.
We're speaking from experience, okay? This isn't just, we're just doing this to harp on the younger. We did all these things that were wrong. We look back now, we're the people that did that, and we look back and we're like, we should have never done that. It's experience talking here, not, you know, wishful thinking.
Yeah, and a good way to think too, in 10 years, 15 years down the road, like us, we don't have any of that stuff that we bought 12 months same as cash, or 24 months same as cash. So long term, you're not going to have it anyway. So yeah, definitely. Okay, so what are some ways that she could have fun? That young people could have fun and still make smart financial decisions?
If you are paying for it in cash, give yourself an envelope, a weekly envelope, like a blow money. Put whatever you feel is comfortable in there that you can afford. And if it's going out with your friends on Friday night and having beer and pizza or whatever, or going to the movies with the girls.
Not that we condone drinking alcohol.
Whatever. It was just, what I'm saying is, give yourself
the freedom.
The freedom, but give yourself the budget to have it.
Because you're young. You're in a fun stage of life. And it's not going to last forever. Soon you're going to have kids, responsibilities, a mortgage, a job, and just...
But if you give yourself restrictions like, hey, I can only do this until next week.
Yeah.
It gives you something to look forward to, where you don't have any regret at the end of the week.
That's good advice. And don't have that because I deserve it mentality. I'm speaking to all of you because I know that that little voice lives in all of our heads.
Because I need a new truck.
You know what he did yesterday?
I needed a new, what?
He says, you can't hate me, but we deserve it. Because he's worked a lot of overtime lately.
I did.
And I'm like, great. It's going to be some man thing that he deserves. Oh, this is just backpedaling, you know, all of the progress we've made. He goes, we deserve a night away at the beach. And I'm like, yes, we deserve it.
And we agreed to it. But then about half an hour later, our little tightwad budget selves were like,
that's $200.
it sounds nice, but
$200 could buy a stroller.
I could do something else with that money. So the I deserve it turned into I don't need it.
Yeah, it's a need or a want. That's right. When
it sounds nice, but we decided against it.
Yeah. Our best advice, take financial peace. I know we say that. I know we say that all the time, but we're not just, Dave Ramsey's not paying us for that, okay? We're saying it because we've been through it. It changed our life and it put us on a good path. That's why we recommend it. But I loved your question. I hope we like just kind of blah all of this advice, but we did pay a lot of stupid tax in our 20s and are paying for it. We did it, and then we're paying for it in our 30s. So anyway, if you guys have any advice for this young lady or any other young person in their 20s, leave a comment down below, because we're not the only one that's been stupid. That sounds terrible, but help us out. Give her some advice maybe that we didn't touch or something. Look at your own 20s and what you wish you had done differently. Leave a comment down below. And thumbs up this video, you guys. The more thumbs ups you give our videos, it just kind of knocks the haters off that are thumbs downing them. Ooh. We're getting a lot of thumbs downs. We have some haters, so please, please, please. Thumbs up.
I changed my shirt, man. Thumbs up.
Now we're begging. Okay, it's time to wrap this up. We'll see you next week.
Later.